Hey friends, since this week's topic is the color wheel, I thought we would do a fun color wheel activity that involves art and baking. So the first thing for this color wheel activity you need to do is bake some cupcakes. So this was a chocolate fudge cake mix, but you can pick any flavor of cupcake mix that you want. Actually, this is just cake mix that you can make cupcakes from. And you need 12 cupcakes. And I'm here with my sons, Jeffrey, and my other son, Isaac. And I'm going to ask them why, or maybe one of them knows why, we need 12 cupcakes. Hint, hint.
There are 12 colors on the color wheel.
There are 12 colors on the color wheel. Thank you, Jeffrey. He's my color wheel pro here. Okay. So we're gonna, even though we baked more than 12, we can have some extras, of course. So besides your cupcakes, and we did this in advance, and you have to let them cool down, the other materials you are going to need are white frosting. Okay. And the reason why it has to be white is we are going to make all the 12 colors with it. To do the color part, you need some food coloring, or I found this at the supermarket. This is gel food color, and you could see you can make different colored cupcake frosting with these colors as well. And really, you only need 3 colors to do this activity. And boys, do you know what 3 colors we need?
Red, blue, and yellow.
Go ahead, Isaac.
Red, blue, and yellow.
And Isaac, why don't you show the students what we have? Yep. Now, this gel food coloring came with green, but we're going to do the challenge of working with only the primary colors to make our secondary colors, which of course I know most of you know. And the bonus challenge is the other 6 colors, which we call the intermediate or tertiary colors. Those are these circles right here, which are some of my favorite colors, like aqua and magenta and yellow green. Okay? So you also need some bowls to do your colors. So do we have 12 bowls here, guys?
Yes.
Or you can get plastic bowls, or if you don't have 12 bowls, start with 3, because you just want to start with your 3 primaries, and then you can wash them out and then make your secondary colors with them. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our frosting. Ooh. And like I said, make sure it's white, because if you try to make your color wheel with chocolate frosting, what's going to happen?
It's still going to get brown.
It's going to turn brown. We know brown makes everything brown. And we have plastic knives here, but you can use regular knives. And you just want to spoon a small amount, because again, we are going to start with the primary colors. And you might have to do with some experimentation to see how much food coloring or how much gel color we need to make, because we don't want our red to look pink, do we? No, we want it to look like a deep red. So we're going to do some experimentation. We're going to start again with our primary colors. And here's another thing too. You should print out this worksheet, which I gave to you. That way you kind of can see it, so you have it to match your colors correctly. That's another thing. We want to make sure all of our 12 colors look a little bit different from each other. All right, so let's start with our primary, boys. You ready? So Isaac, you're going to do red. Jeffrey, you are going to do yellow, and Mom's going to do blue. So here we go. We did some mixing to try and match a really good blue, yellow, and red. So we got our primary colors. They look awesome. And then the next step is to take your knife and frost each cupcake with the color that you made. Okay, and you want to make sure you use enough to get the whole cupcake covered, because I don't want any of the chocolate showing. I just want to show the color, because at the end we're going to take a picture of our amazing cupcake color wheel. All right, so we're going to do that now. All right, friends, our primary color cupcakes are done. Now we are going to move on to our secondary colors. So that's the upside down triangle, if you remember. And you remember they're called secondary because you need two of what to make each secondary? Two what kind of colors, Jeffrey, to make each secondary? Two primary colors. You got it. Oh, good. I'm glad the art teacher's sons know a little bit about color mixing. So here's a tip. I'm going to add more frosting to each of the primaries from a little bit. We can reuse these bowls because, again, we're going to need we're going to need yellow mixed with another color to make green. And we're going to need red mixed with another color to make orange. And we're going to need blue mixed with another color to make purple. So that's what we're going to do. So we already have yellow here. And then let's see here. We're going to use another color mixed with the yellow to make green. And I think you know that, hopefully. So I'm going to add a little bit of blue. And I have some yellow in here. I'll see what happens. I'm probably going to have to add a little bit more yellow. And then we're going to do that, use the blue frosting to make purple. I'm going to give that to Jeffrey. And then we are going to make orange over here with the red. So hopefully you know what other primary color you need to make your secondaries. And we're going to do that now and see what happens. Okay, then I'm going to speed it up. All right, friends, so here's a tip with purple. This was our first attempt, or maybe this was our second attempt. A lot of the purples ended up kind of gray and kind of dark. What we realized with purple is you need more frosting and less food coloring or gel coloring. So keep it a little lighter. So the best result we got is a little bit, as you see, it's not quite going to be the color wheel match, but I would keep it more on the lighter side. All right, now our primary and secondary colors are done. Now we need 6 more cupcakes to go, and we are going to do the
tertiary colors.
Tertiary, you got it. So again, to make a tertiary, you have to mix your primary with your secondary. All right, so yellow, green, you mix yellow and green, and you try and get that match. And we're going to do that now. All right. color wheel is now complete. We have created our 12 colors, our primary colors, which make our triangle shape, our secondary colors, which make the upside down triangle, and our intermediate colors, yellow green, blue green or turquoise, blue violet, red violet or magenta, red orange, and yellow orange. And I'm glad we made it this far without eating them. And what we did with the extras, as you see over here, is that's with the purple frosting that was a fail. And some we used just some of the leftover frosting for our cupcakes. So another thing too we noticed, right, Isaac, is we didn't need 12 bowls, right?
No.
Because we used some of the older frosting to mix in new colors to make our tertiary colors. So I hope you have fun with this edible color wheel. If you don't do this activity, that's okay. I am going to post some other fun color wheel activities for you to participate in. If you do this project though, take a picture of it before you eat it. You can even make it in different combinations, but I'd like to see one shot that actually shows the 12 steps that you made of the color wheel. So from Isaac and I, we say
goodbye.
Goodbye. Miss you guys.